How's it going, guys? Patel here with my review of the Azolt gReformer half mechanical gaming keyboard. Azolt is a relatively fresh company, having been in business for about a year, and they're looking to disrupt the PC peripheral space with affordable devices that feature the same quality as the big name brands. The gReformer comes in at $50 on Amazon. So let's take a look at whether or not this keyboard is worthy of being a part of your gaming arsenal. Starting off with the packaging, Azolt gives you a quick look at the features of the keyboard along with a diagram of their in-house half mechanical switch. It features a key resting on the top with the mechanical axis right below. Below the axis rests the switch cover, which is then bottomed out by a silicone layer that houses a waterproof conductive film below. Moving on to the design, the keyboard itself is built like a tank, offering quite a bit of sturdiness, yet being pleasing to the eye as it is built off of an aluminum plate as the base. We also have rubber pads at the bottom to keep the keyboard from sliding around during use. There are 2 rubber pads up front and 2 rubber pads on the back plate, each in their respective corners, making for a total of 4 pads. Alongside those pads, we have 2 legs on the back plate, which can easily be folded out or be folded back in to adjust the keyboard's height to the user's choice. This changes the angle of the keys to something more comfortable to type on for long-term use. Moving on to the top of the keyboard, the entire surface is coated with hard plastic to protect the aluminum base. The keys themselves are made from hard plastic as well and sport a slight texture on top to add some grippiness while typing. Speaking of the keys, the gReformer has a 104 key layout with dedicated media buttons assigned to the function keys. The keyboard also sports the older key layout as it has the shorter backspace key along with the extended L-shaped enter key. Now, this layout may take some getting used to. The switch itself has a unique design. There is the mechanical axis, which is MX compatible up top, and I'll explain why that's a good thing later on. The switch itself feels solid. You can really enjoy the mechanical feel aspect, as it does a great job of mimicking the feel of a true mechanical keyboard. However, at times, you will be reminded that this is a hybrid switch by the key bottoming out and hitting the silicone layer from time to time. It's not a problem as the keyboard again does a great job with the feel aspect, and if I were to compare this with a cherry switch just for reference, I'd say it's almost the same as an MX Brown, however it does require twice the force to actuate. The keyboard itself is quite easy to clean. As you can see, I have popped the spacebar key off, exposing the mechanical switch in the middle of the base, along with a spring on either side. I have also exposed the spacebar key cap. To clean the keys, just prop them off and flip them over. This will reveal the openings under the key, along with the metal bar inside the key that keeps it in place once on the base. Wipe the key down and the base as desired, and align the key up with the ports on the base plate. Bring the key down slowly and press firmly to ensure that the key is in properly. I absolutely love how easy Azolt made it to clean this keyboard. Since the keyboard is designed for gaming, Azolt has provided a lockable Windows key via the function key and the Windows key being pressed simultaneously. Press once to lock, press again to unlock. Overall, using the keyboard is quite satisfactory due to the mechanical feel and clacking of the keys. I averaged about 75 words per minute using this keyboard. Here's a quick example of what it sounds like to use it. The keys themselves are designed well. They feature contours to shape along to your finger and assist your typing. As I mentioned earlier, the keys are Cherry MX compatible, making them replaceable with pretty much any keycap set out there. And all of this is powered through a gold-plated USB 2.0 interface, which features a hard plastic protective build and a braided 5.5-foot cable to go along with it. The keyboard is great overall, but there are some things which I found lacking. The first is the exclusion of a USB hub built into the keyboard. For $50, I feel that Azolt should have included maybe 2 USB ports or at least 1 port on the keyboard. There seems to be enough space to fit 1 or even 2 on the back of the LED interface where the key locks are displayed. Hopefully, Azolt can fit a few ports into the next generation of the gReformer. The second issue I found was the rubber padding. There's 1 rubber pad up front and 1 rubber pad on the back plate, along with 2 on the other side. The legs, however, have no rubber padding. This caused the keyboard to slide around a bit while I was typing with it slightly angled up with the feet propped out. Hopefully, Azolt resolves this issue with the next generation by placing maybe 2 more rubber pads, 1 on the bottom of each leg. The last issue I found, or rather the final feature I found lacking, was that the keyboard does not remember the lighting mode it was set to before powering down. Every time you power the keyboard up, it starts off with static red lights on. Some people may not mind, but I think that adding a storage chip on the keyboard itself to remember what the last light color and setting was wouldn't hurt. It would only make the next generation of the keyboard better. Overall, the Azolt gReformer is a solid performing keyboard. If you're looking forward to getting into the world of mechanical keyboards for the affordable price of $50, the Azolt gReformer makes for a great first step into the mechanical realm. Even if you're looking for a new keyboard in general, which performs well and has that mechanical feel and sound, look no further if you're on a budget. The Azolt gReformer is a great choice and comes feature-packed. Sure, the keyboard has a few shortcomings, but the overall package is definitely worth the price you pay. I loved reviewing this keyboard and cannot wait to see what Azolt has in store for the future as they expand their product lineup. Thanks for watching this review, guys. If you liked it, please hit that like button down below. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. If you loved it and want to check out my other videos and what I have in store, give some of that love to that subscribe button. I'm Patel, thanks for watching, and I'm out.